All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Colton Wiesner here with Tom Winters. This is Bird's Eye View. We are brought to you by Cardinal Media Production to bring you the matchup between Logan Trojans and the Plainville Cardinals. Now, sit back and relax. Stay tuned for some good old-fashioned Cardinal basketball. And remember, if you need to watch any games that we covered, you need to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any Cardinal action. Also, we will be at the MCL Wrestling Tournament in Ellis Friday the 31st to bring you all the wrestling action. About 30 seconds left until we kick off.
Okay, so there's your starting lineups for the boys' game tonight. For the Cardinals, it'll be Dobson, Casey, Dewey, Van Skyver, and Ostmeyer. For the Logan Trojans, it'll be Hogan, Ty Katz, Van Lays, Cruz, and Sparks.
We got tip-off here between Van Lays and Ostmeyer. And Ostmeyer gets the ball. It's going to go out of bounds right there. Looks like it's going to be white ball. Dewey's going to inbound it here to Van Skyver. No, Van Skyver's going to inbound it here to Dewey. Anders coming down the court. Passing it to Casey. Casey passing it all the way over to Dobson. Dobson into Ostmeyer. Ostmeyer back to Dobson. Dobson passes it to Van Skyver. Van Skyver, Dewey. Dewey to Dobson. Dobson for three. Just off the mark. Rebounded by Casey. Back to Dewey. Dewey goes to shoot. And he gets the two right there. First points of the night for Anders Dewey. First points for the Plainville Cardinals. As we've got Katz bringing the ball down here, giving it to Hogan. Hogan giving it to Sparks. Sparks to Cruz. Cruz dribbling in, passing it to Hogan. Hogan dribbling underneath the basket, missing. Van Lays gets the rebound. Van Lays passes it to Cruz, wide open for three. And Cruz sinks the three, putting the Trojans up by one over the Cardinals. As Jared Casey gets the ball, Casey's going to answer with the three right here as it's just off the mark. Rebounded by Cruz. Cruz slowing it down right there. Cruz passing to Hogan. Hogan to Sparks. Sparks to Katz. Katz for three. Rebounded by Sparks. Sparks gets denied there as Casey's going to get the rebound. Looks like it's going to be a travel call.
Yeah, travel call. Good hustle there on Casey, but he was trying to get up there, so they called traveling.
We got Hogan passing it in right here. Hogan passing it to Sparks. Sparks passes it to a wide open Cats. Looks like that's going to be a travel call on Cats. And we got Dobson inbounding it to Dewey. Dewey coming down the court looking. Dewey giving it to Dobson. Dobson giving it to Osmeyer. Osmeyer with the 15-footer right there as it's rebounded by Cruz. Cruz looking for a man, giving it to Katz. Katz giving it to Hogan. Hogan giving it to Sparks. Sparks going to shoot the three, and that's going to be off right there as Van Lays gets the rebound and puts it back in. Putting Trojans up by 3 as Dewey gets the fast break right here. It's going to be stolen by Hogan. Hogan passes it to Cruz. Cruz looking for an opening. Finds Van Lays. Van Lay almost lays it in right there. As Casey gets the rebound right here, giving it to Dewey. Dewey misses the layup. Rebounded by Van Lays. Giving it to Katz. Katz coming down the court now. Katz passing it to Sparks. Sparks passing it to Cruz. Cruz gives the ball to Van Lays down in the post. Looks like it's going to be a push foul on Osmeyer.
Yeah, first personal foul for Osmeyer, just the first team foul.
Van Lays inbounding the ball, giving it to Hogan. Hogan with Osmeyer in his face. Trying to get it to Sparks.
So they're going to call traveling on Sparks.
Vanskyver giving the ball to Dewey right here. Dewey coming down the court, passing it to Dobson. Dobson passes it to Casey. Casey back to Dobson. Dobson to Dewey. Dewey goes in. Dewey lays it in. Putting the Cardinals only behind by 1 now. 4:58 remaining here, first period.
All 4 Plainville points belong to Dewey.
As Katz looks for a shot, giving it to Hogan. Hogan for 3. Hogan sinks the 3, putting Trojans up by 4. As Casey gets the ball from Dewey right here, giving it back to Dewey, back to Casey. Casey passing it low to Osmeyer. Osmeyer to Dobson. Dobson shoots the 2. It's just off right there as it's rebounded by Sparks. Sparks giving it to Cruz. Cruz is going to give it to Hogan. Or Katz to Hogan, back to Katz, and looks like Van Lays is going to throw it in.
4 points for Van Lays on the night already in the first quarter.
Casey for 3. Casey sinks the 3 right there. Katz coming down with the ball right now. Giving it to Cruz. Cruz trying to make a play happen. Cruz goes past Dewey and tries to shoot a floater right there. Cruz gets his own rebound and puts it back in. Dobson gets the ball, giving it to Vanskyver. Vanskyver giving it to Dewey. Dewey back to Dobson. Dobson going in for the 2. Giving it to Osmeyer. Osmeyer to Dewey. Dewey looking for any opening he can. He's just going to throw it up right there and try and draw a foul. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Dylan Van Lays as Dewey goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Dewey sinks his first one right there. Dewey shooting his second. It's just off the rim. Looks like rebounded by Hogan. Hogan coming down the court now. Casey guarding him. Hogan giving it to Cruz. Cruz is going to spin out of that. Cruz gives it to Sparks. Sparks gives it to Hogan. Hogan gives it to Van Lays down in the post. Wide open, Nate Cruz. Nate Cruz for three, and it's just off right there. Rebounded by Whitney.
I think that's going to be on Van Lays, the second personal foul in about 30 seconds for Van Lays.
The Cardinals down by 4 right now, looking to make something happen. Vanskyver's going to inbound this ball to Dewey. Dewey giving it to Pelton. Pelton giving it to Dewey. Dewey to Casey. Casey for three. And it's just off right there. Rebounded by Whitney. Whitney to Pelton. Pelton almost catches it, giving it to Dewey. And Vanskyver's going to get that assist from Casey.
Nice left hand there by Vanskyver.
As Katz gets the ball, open for two, shoots it, and it's going to be an air ball. Rebounded by Jared Casey. Casey coming down the court now, passing it to Pelton. It goes right through Pelton's hands, right out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be Logan ball right here.
I think Pelton was getting ready to square up and shoot. He's a good shooter out there.
He's a very good shooter as it goes right through his hands, giving Logan the ball. As Katz comes down the court right now, giving it to his brother, Trey Katz. Katz gives it to Sparks. Sparks to Hogan. Hogan giving it to Trey Katz. Trey Katz to Ty Katz. Looks like there's going to be a foul here.
Yeah, it's going to be on Clay Pelton. It's going to be his first personal on Pelton. Second team fouls. Both teams with 2 team fouls.
Sparks gives it to Cruz, and Cruz airballs that one. Rebounded by Dewey. Dewey on a fast break. Driving by everyone right now. And he gets the layup right there, tying it up. 12-12, minute 46 remaining in your first period.
7 points for Dewey in the first quarter so far.
Cruz gives it to Katz. Katz to Sparks. Sparks looking to make something happen. Throws it. Circus pass. It goes out of bounds right there. And Whitney's going to give it to Dewey. Dewey to Pelton. Back to Dewey. Back to Pelton. Pelton looking for a three. Giving it back to Dewey. Dewey going to give it to Pelton. Pelton for three. Pelton sinks the three. 15-12.
We've got a turnover there on Logan. Did you see what happened? I didn't see what happened.
I did not see what happened. Casey giving it to Whitney. Whitney looks like he's going to put in the two right there.
Nice pass over the top to Whitney for 2 points.
Trey Katz to Ty Katz, giving it to Hogan. Looks like it is grabbed right there by Cruz.
What they call a jump ball possession, Logan.
Looks like we're going to go to a 30-second timeout here. That was a tight one for Plainville there for a little bit, Mr. Winters. Down by about 5.
Yeah, they seem to start off a little bit slow, but Casey's three-pointer and then Pelton's three-pointer. Plus Dewey right now has 7 points, 7 of the 17 points. So the Cardinals are looking pretty good right now.
Sure are.
Great job with the Plainville band over there, Mr. Brockmeyer. So far for the Logan Trojans, Cruz has 5, Van Lays has 4, and Hogan has a three-pointer. Cardinals are a little bit more spread out on their scoring, with Dewey leading the way with 7.
Looks like Sparks going to throw the ball in here to Katz. Katz to Cruz. Cruz spinning out of that, giving it back to Katz. Katz looking for the three. Drives in, gets it, almost gets it stolen there. As Hogan's going to get fouled.
I'm going to guess that one's on Whitney. And I'm wrong. It's on Pelton. That's going to be his second.
Hogan going for his first free throw and sinks it.
4 points on the night so far for number one, Logan. For Hogan, from Logan.
Hogan just out of the basket right there as it's rebounded by Whitney, giving it to Dewey. Dewey giving it to Casey at the top of the key. Casey to Pelton. Pelton for three.
Oh, that was close.
Just off the mark right there. Good
Wow.
athletic play there by Dewey, but it's going to get stolen there by Katz. Katz gets the ball. Giving it to Cruz. Cruz gives it to Hogan. Hogan to Sparks. Sparks for three. And that's not going to fall right there as Casey right in his face as Casey gets a block right there. Katz gives it to Cruz. Looks like it's going to be a travel there on Cruz. 12 seconds remaining, your first period. Cardinals 17, Trojans 13. Looks like we got Crobin right now here at point guard, giving it to Pelton. Pelton giving it to Dewey. Dewey's going to shoot the two. That's off. It's going to get rebounded there by Katz, and that's going to be the end of your first period. Your Cardinals 17, your Trojans 13. All right, we're going to kick off the second period here in about 15 seconds. Cardinals up by 4 over the Logan Trojans.
Nobody really in foul trouble so far. Two players, one from each team. Pelton with 2 fouls and Van Lays for Logan with 2 fouls. Pretty low foul calls so far. Nobody even close to the 1-and-1.
Van Skyver throws it in to Krob right here. Krob passes it to Whitney. Whitney gets it stolen by Katz. Katz giving it to Hogan. Hogan fakes the three right there, giving it to
nice
stolen
job
by Van Skyver. Van Skyver gives it to Casey. Casey driving, giving it to Dobson. Dobson to Casey. Casey fakes the three, gives it back to Van Skyver. Van Skyver for three. Just off the mark right there.
Yeah, he can shoot that, though. Looks like both teams are going to go for the three-pointers tonight, doesn't it?
Katz coming down the court now. Giving it to his brother, Trey Katz. Katz has the ball right now. Giving it to Hogan. Hogan with Whitney in his face. Looking for a man. Giving it to Katz. Trey Katz. Trey Katz to Cruz. Cruz to Van Lays. Van Lays misses. It's stolen by Van Lays. Van Lays gives it to Ty Katz. Ty Katz to, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Plainville ball right here. We're going to have Van Skyver throwing it in. Van Skyver passes it to Casey. Casey giving it to Krob. Krob, point guard, top of the key, giving it to Van Skyver. Van Skyver passing it to Whitney. Whitney to Krob. Krob for three. Krob sinks the three, giving the Cardinals a 7-point lead. Great three there by Parker Krob. He's playing good defense here on Katz, who has the ball. Katz passing it to Cruz. Cruz going in for the two, and Cruz gets the two. Dobson passes it in to Krob. Krob passing it to Casey. Casey passing it back to Krob. Krob to Vanskiver. Vanskiver to Dobson. Dobson back to Vanskiver. Vanskiver to Krob. Krob back to Vanskiver. Vanskiver to Dobson. Dobson to Whitney, and it's stolen there by Katz. Ty Katz has the ball right here. Coming down the court. Passing it to Cruz. And Cruz, looks like Cruz is going to get fouled there.
I think they're going to call an offensive foul on Cruz.
Offensive foul on Cruz. We got Vanskiver throwing it into Krob here. And we've got Osmeyer coming in for Whitney. Krob takes the ball down court. Giving it to Vanskiver there. Vanskiver back to Krob. Krob to Osmeyer. Osmeyer to Vanskiver. Vanskiver almost gets the ball back as Casey tips the ball, but it's caught there by Nate Cruz. Cruz giving it to Ty Katz. Ty Katz going in for the two, and Katz gets the two, putting the Trojans behind only 3 points right now. Giving it to Vanskiver. Vanskiver giving it to Osmeyer. Osmeyer to Casey. Casey spinning out of that. Looks like he's going to try and draw the foul there, but gets no foul. It's going to be Trojan ball.
Well, they got Krob. He's parked at the top of the three-point line. They need to give him another shot.
They do. Sparks is going to inbound it here to Ty Katz. Cruz giving it to Van Lays. Van Lays. Looks like it's going to be Trojan ball still. As Van Lays is going to pass it in here to Katz. Katz wide open for three. Just in and out right there as Casey gets the rebound with Sparks in his face. Dobson has the ball, giving it to Krob. Krob looking for a man, gives it back to Dobson. Dobson to Dewey. What happened there, Mr. Winters?
Not sure. They're
Double foul.
I haven't seen that in a long time. So I heard one foul was Casey. Who was the other one?
5 Casey, 15 Cruz.
Yeah, I've been kind of seeing those guys kind of pushing and shoving a little bit. I think the referees are trying to get that stopped.
Krob getting the ball right here, passing it to Dewey. Dewey giving it to Dobson. Dobson with Krob. Oh. And Casey sinks the three right there. 22-17, your Cardinals up by 5. Casey with the clutch three. And Katz looks like he's going to go in. It's stolen by Osmeyer, given to Casey. Casey on the fast break, passes it to Dewey. Dewey stumbles, gives it to Krob for three, and it's just off. Rebounded by Dewey. Dewey passing it back to Krob. Krob passing it to Casey. Casey with the deep three. Rebounded by Cruz there. Cruz looks like he's going to pass it to Katz. And Katz is going to pass it there to Sparks. Sparks looks like he's going to get the and one. And we got Pelton and Whitney coming in right now. Looks like we got Pelton coming in for Krob and Whitney coming in for Osmeyer.
Foul on Osmeyer that time. It's his second personal foul.
Sparks with his first free throw, and he sinks it.
Sparks must have got the bucket there too. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he got the free throw. Pelton passing it to Whitney. Whitney to Dobson. Dobson to a wide open Pelton for three. Pelton
so
almost
close.
gets that three. Great hustle there by Cruz and Whitney, but it looks like it's going to be Trojan ball. And Ty Katz gets the ball right here. Passing it to Cruz. Cruz gets it stolen there by Dewey. Dewey on a fast break. And gets it, nope, picked up by Pelton there, giving it to Dobson. Dobson to Dewey. Dewey passing it to Whitney. Whitney to Pelton. Looks like Whitney's going to shoot up the two right there. And that's not going to fall. Great hustle there by Dobson.
Well, both of these teams are going after every loose ball. Glad Dobson wasn't hurt going up into the stands.
Dobson's going to inbound it here to Dewey. Dewey passing it to Casey. Casey passing it to Pelton. Pelton for three. That just off the mark there. Rebounded by Sparks. Sparks gives it to Ty Katz. Only a 3-point lead right now for the Cardinals as Hogan gets the ball, passing it to Sparks, and off the hands of Cruz. Casey on a fast break, giving it to Pelton. Pelton almost gets the two to drop. It looks like he's going to draw the foul there. Whitney going to the line for two.
Foul on Ty Katz. That's his first personal. Again, neither team in the bonus. Only a couple minutes left in the half.
And Whitney misses his first one right there. Looking to put the Cardinals up by 4 with this bucket. And just off right there. Rebounded by Sparks. Sparks is going to pass it to Ty Katz. Ty Katz. Looks like he's going to dribble down court here. 2 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in your first period. Cardinals up by 3, 23-20. Looks like it's stolen there by Whitney. Whitney gives it to Krob. Going to slow down the play there a little bit. Krob gives it to Casey. Casey drives in, passing it to Whitney. Looks like he's going to draw another foul. Whitney goes to the line for another 2. Looking to redeem himself. Looks like Josh Euland's going to be coming into the game here in a second.
Fouls on Sparks, number 23. That's his first team foul. Sixth. That's his first personal. Sixth
and that's
team
off
foul
there by
for Logan.
Whitney. Euland coming in for Sparks. Whitney's going to miss that one as well as it's rebounded by Van Lays. And Lays gives it to Cruz. Cruz comes down the court, giving it to Hogan. Hogan looking for a man. Passes it to Ty Katz. Ty Katz giving it to Euland. Euland giving it to Cruz at the top of the key. Cruz looking for any opening, but has Casey right in his face. And it looks like it's going to be almost stolen there by Crow, but Cruz gets the ball. Euland for 3. And Van Lays gets the ball. Cruz for 3. And Cruz sinks the 3, tying the game up 23-23, minute 16 remaining in your second period. As Dewey comes down with the ball right here. And he's going to drive and get the 2, putting the Cardinals up by 2. 25-23, Plainville leads. Looks like we're going to have Van Skyver and Osmeyer come in here in a second as Cruz is coming down the court. A deep 2, and he ties it up once again. Dewey gets the ball coming down the court. Dewey passes it to Crow. Crow back to Dewey. Dewey looking for a shot. It looks like there's going to be a traveling call there on Anders Dewey as Osmeyer and Van Skyver come into the game.
Cruz for Logan is very hot shooting right now. He's up to 12 points in the game.
And Whitney and Dobson exit. As Cruz gives the ball here to Ty Katz. Ty Katz with 42 seconds remaining looking to put the Trojans up. Trojans up. Cruz gets the ball, giving it to Van Lays down in the post. Van Lays gets it stolen there by Dewey. Dewey now looking to put the Cardinals up. Fast break to Van Sciver. Sciver gets the 2.
Nice pass there. Is that Dewey that made that pass?
Yeah, great finish by Van Sciver. As Hogan has the ball here. Hogan passes it to Cruz. Casey right in his face. Cruz trying to give it to Van Lays, and it's going to get stolen there by Casey. Casey, 5 seconds remaining, looking, gives it to Krob. Krob shoots the 2, and it's just off right there. That's going to be the end of your first half. Your Cardinals 27, Trojans 25. Be back here for the second half in about 15 minutes. All right, we're about to get this second half kicked off here in about a minute, and I got guest announcer Jordan Finnessy up here with me, and he's going to take over the reins.
Yes, sir. We got about 50 seconds left, and then we're going to get this half underway. This one's going to be a nail-biter, Colton.
Yeah, it should be.
It's looking like a good one for now, but I've seen the Cardinals pull ahead in the second half a couple times this
all
year.
the time. Logan actually a surprisingly good team. I didn't think they would fare well tonight against the Cardinals, but they have been.
Do you know their record?
They've only lost about 2 games, is what Winters told me.
Pretty good. Cardinals coming onto the court. It's going to be Logan ball to start this third quarter.
Van Lays passes it into Cats.
Cats, yes.
You'll learn it. Cruz.
Cats to Cruz.
Logan. You can talk louder. Like
Cruz pass down low. Lays.
Hogan for 3. Hogan sinks the 3, putting the Trojans up by 1 right there.
Good way to start the half. Dewey brings the ball down court, passes to Van Sciver. Van Sciver over to Pelton. Over to Jared. Back over to Pelton. Pelton shoots 3. And
Pelton looking to answer
misses.
His own 3
Whitney
right
with the rebound. Back over to Pelton. Swings it. Down to Dewey. We got a travel call on Dewey. Cats bringing the ball down the court. Cats over to Hogan. Hogan over to Sparks. Sparks to Cruz. Cruz back to Sparks. Sparks looking for an opening. Over to Cruz. Cruz brings it in the lane and lays it up and misses. Back out. Hogan for 3 again. 2 threes to start the third quarter for Kyler Hogan. The Cardinals looking to answer.
Hogan now has 10 points on the night
10
so
points.
far.
Over to Dewey. Dewey shoots the 3. A little off. Cats bringing the ball down the court. Over to Sparks, I believe. Cruz draws the foul. No shot on the floor. We got a block.
Looks like that'll be Caden Van Sciver's first personal foul.
Dewey with the steal.
Dewey on a fast break right here.
And
it is denied there by Van Lays.
I think it was Hogan.
Was that Hogan?
I think it was actually Hogan.
They're both pretty tall. I don't know.
That was a good block. He got some height on that jump, Colton.
He sure did. Pelton's going to throw it in here. Dewey's going to throw it in here to Pelton.
Pelton shoots the jumper off the back iron. Cats with the rebound. He's getting all of it tonight. Bringing it down the court. Over to Hogan. Back to Cats. Cats over to Sparks. Sparks shoots the fader. Misses. Whitney with the rebound. Jared Casey bringing the ball down the court.
Casey for 3.
Pulls up. Misses. Rebound by Cruz.
Hogan looks like he's going to fake the 3 right there.
Down to Cruz with a nice hook shot. How many does Cruz have on the night?
Cruz has 14 points on the night.
Over to Van Sciver. Van Sciver to Dewey. Looking for it down low to Whitney. Whitney puts it up and doesn't get the bounce. Trojans lead 33-27 to start this third quarter. Good block by Pelton. Casey down the
Baseball
court.
pass to Dewey.
He sinks the 2. And that's a timeout by Plainville.
11 points for Anders Dewey right now.
33-29, Trojans lead.
All right, we're going to get started back up here. Third period, 4:46 remaining. Your Cardinals down 33-29.
Ball into Hogan, back to Cats. Bring the ball down the court. Back over to Hogan. Hogan looking for an opening. Going to drive on Jared Casey. And a steal by Dewey and off of Cruz, out of bounds, Cardinal ball. Casey giving Anders a high five right there. Good hustle play. Ball over to Vanskiver. Vanskiver to Dewey. Back to Vanskiver. Swings it to Pelton. Pelton for 3. And he sinks it. Clay Pelton for 3. That puts it 33-32. Trojans lead by 1. Hogan over to Katz. Katz gets the roll. Pull-up jumper for 2. And that's Trey Katz. His brother Ty, number 4.
Trey Katz with his first points of the night right there. As Pelton gets another 3.
Off the front iron and no good. Rebound by Hogan. Ty Katz bringing the ball down now. Passes to his brother Trey. To Hogan. Over to Sparks.
Ty Katz with the jumper.
And off the back iron. They're getting everything to fall in this third quarter. Swings it to Vanskiver. Vanskiver over to down low to Casey. Casey swinging all the way over to Pelton again. Over to Vanskiver. Vanskiver's going to take the 3 off the front iron. Ooh. Rebound by Trey Katz. Casey guarding Hogan out on the 3-point line. Over to Katz. Pelton with almost the steal there.
And Katz is going to shoot a jumper right there, and that falls.
That was Ty Katz.
Ty Katz with 6 points on the night, coming out of nowhere.
And we got a foul. Ty Katz. It's on the floor there.
That'll be Ty Katz's second
personal foul of the night.
We got Dewey inbounding it right here.
Over to Casey. Casey shoots the 3, and he sinks it.
Buckets!
That was a contested 3, drained by Jared Casey.
Casey with 3 threes on the night, giving him 9 points.
Cuts the lead to 4 for the Cardinals. Swings it over to Trey Katz. Over to Sparks. Sparks down low to
Van
Lays. Tip by Casey. Casey's going to steal it on the fast break. Great pass.
What a tip by Casey. That was
great
beautiful.
Tip pass by Casey over to Parker Crobe for the 2. Cuts it to 2 points. Casey seems like he's starting to get his rhythm going.
Crobe with 8 points on the night. And just a reminder, these are unofficial scores.
We've got a travel on Van Lays. Going to give the Cardinals the ball back, a chance to go down and tie or possibly take the lead. Pass down to Dewey. He's going to bring it down over to over to Dobson. Dobson to Casey in the corner.
Casey in the corner.
Misses. Rebound by Sparks. Trey Katz bringing it down. Crow guarding him pretty tight. Casey with the tip. Dives for the ball. Foul on Casey going for the ball. Great hustle play, but
The second personal foul for Jared Casey.
a little bit too much there. Inbound to Sparks. Over to Cruz. Cruz is going to pull up.
Cruz
Cruz
with 16 points on the night, leading all scorers.
stretches the lead to 4 for the Trojans. Swings it over to Dewey into Krob. Back out to Casey. Casey's going to drive down the lane, pass it to Dobson. Out to Dewey. Dewey's going to pass it back out. Over to Dewey. Over to Krob. Krob to Dobson. Casey's looking for the ball down low. Passes it to Dewey. Dobson with a great drive. Misses a little bit too hard on that. Casey's going to go up and get a foul.
So it's going to be a push foul here.
Looks like it's going to be on Sparks possibly. Yep.
Push foul on Sparks. It'll be Sparks' second personal foul. Casey goes to the line for 2 right here. And he sinks his first one. Casey, 1 left-hand dribble. Shot, and it's
Sinks
good.
the free throw. Casey's going to the bench.
Casey with 11 points on the night.
Van Sciver in for Casey here. And they're going to bring in the press down. They're going to press the Trojans.
Short time remaining, third period. Cardinals down 39 to
Inbounds
41
to
on the
Cruz.
Trojans.
Cruz is going to find a seam, and he's going to throw it up.
It's going to go out of bounds.
Out of bounds,
right there.
Cardinal ball. Great hustle play right there.
See if the Cardinals can tie this up or get in the lead right here.
Casey and Pelton are going to check in for.
They want Casey to shoot that half quarter.
I guess so. Going to look for possibly a three-pointer here, would be my guess, but we'll see.
Oh, three-pointer, yeah.
Dewey's going to pick it up, 5 seconds on the clock. Oh, and he passes it and get over to Casey. Casey's going to take the shot, and he's going to miss off the front iron.
Just off there. Into your third period, Trojans 41, Cardinals 39.
Casey is looking for the foul there, but he's not going to get the call.
We'll be back for your fourth period here in a short. All right, we're starting your fourth period here. Cardinals down by 2, the Trojans 41. We're going to have Pelton getting the ball here.
Pelton's going to pass over to Casey. Out to Vanskiver. Oh, Vanskiver off of Casey for three. He's going to draining his fourth of the night. Casey's going to stick around down here. He's going to hustle back. He's going to look for the steal.
Jared Casey with 17 points on the night so far.
He's going to swing it over to Euland. Euland's getting some minutes in this start of the fourth quarter. It's going to be out of bounds off of Pelton. Van Lay is looking to pass the ball in. Out to Cruz. Cruz is going to look to drive. No foul called. He's going to shoot it and miss. Casey's going to bring the ball down the court. He's going to drive in. Out to Dewey. Dewey's driving in looking for something, and he's going to get the foul. Cardinals take the lead by 1 here in the start of this fourth period.
Looks like that's going to be a foul on Trey Katz, his first personal foul.
First personal foul on Trey Katz tonight. 7:14 to play here. Cardinals lead by 1. Casey's looking to pass the ball in. He's going to pass it all the way back to Dewey. They're going to get a clean setup. They're going to pass it. Dewey's going to pass it to Vanskiver. Vanskiver is going to pull up and going to get the unlucky bounce. Right, deep pass to Van Lays over to Sparks. Sparks is going to drive in, draw the foul. Oh!
Spark gets the and one right there. And one.
That was a great drive by Sparks. He's going to get the points
Sparks
and the
with 5
foul.
points on the night, looking to make it 6 right here at this free throw.
Gives the Trojans the lead by 1. Spark drains a free throw, giving him 6 points on the night, giving the Trojans a 2-point lead. Dewey's going to take the ball down the court. Pass over to Pelton. Pelton's going to swing it to Vanskiver. Vanskiver's looking over to Dewey. Dewey to Casey. Casey back to Dewey. Dewey's going to throw the ball looking for Whitney, and it gets tipped. Ty Katz bringing the ball down the court. Him and his brother Trey are running into each other right there. We're going to get a timeout, Trojans. We got 6:24 left in this fourth quarter. 44-42, Trojans with the lead. And we're back. Van Lay's looking to pass the ball in. Pass it to Katz. Down to Sparks. Sparks is going to shoot it and miss. Rebound by Whitney. Casey's going to bring the ball down the court.
Casey for 3. Casey sinks the 3.
That's his 5th 3 of the night. He's going crazy, folks.
Casey puts the Cardinals up by 1 with that prolific 3 right there.
Oh, Casey looked like all ball there, but they're going to get him on the foul for the reach in. Seems as the night goes on, Jared Casey's just starting to find his rhythm.
Casey's 3rd personal foul.
Van Lay's to inbound the ball. He's going to pass it out to Katz. Katz is going to look to drive in, pass out to, we're going to get a foul. Let's see what's on. Like Whitney and Pelton were.
Casey, by the way, has 20 points on the night.
So we're going to get Pelton with the push there. Cardinals lead by 1, 45-44. Pass out to Katz. Katz with the baseline jumper, and he's going to sink
puts
it.
The Trojans up by 1 right there.
It's Ty Katz, I believe.
All right.
Out to Casey. Casey's
Cats with 8 points on the night.
looking
so
to
far.
keep his rhythm going. He's going to pass it over to Vanskiver. Vanskiver's going to look to pass it to Dewey. Dewey's going to drive in, look for Whitney, float it over the top, and it's going to be stolen by Sparks. Stolen back by Vanskiver. Out to Pelton. Pelton's going to take the three. It's going to
just off the rim right there.
We're going to get Trey Katz bringing the ball down the court here. We've got 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Out to his brother, Trey. Over to Sparks. Guarded by Vanskiver pretty tightly. Out to Cruz. Cruz with the no-look pass down to Van Lays. Van Lays passes to Katz. Lays it up and misses. Rebound Jared Casey. He's bringing the ball down the court.
Casey on a fast break, passing it to Pelton.
Pelton's going to bring it out.
Pelton.
Jared Casey
wide for three.
He's going to sink it.
Another three.
Jared
putting
Casey
the Cardinals up by 2.
Sinking his 6th three of the night. He is on fire.
23 points for Jared Casey on the night.
Jared Casey is going off, folks. Katz is going to bring the ball down the court. Off the fingertips of his brother. Guarded by Pelton out at the three-point line. Over to Cruz. Cardinals lead by 2. Cruz down to Van Lays. Van Lays out to Katz. Katz is going to take the three, and he's going to miss it off to the
makes
front
the three
iron.
right there, trying to.
Casey bringing the ball down the court. He's going to pass it out to Pelton.
Wide
Pelton's
open
take
for
the three.
And
he's going to sink
the
it.
three.
Back-to-back threes by the
46.
Back-to-back threes by the Cardinals, putting them up 51-46.
What a change of events right here.
We're going to get a reach-in call on Jared Casey here on the fast break by Katz.
Looks like that'll be Casey's 4th personal foul. That'll put Jared Casey in foul trouble here with 3:56 remaining in your 4th period. Cardinals 51, Trojans 46. Great turn of events right here. He's got 2 straight threes by Pelton and Casey to put the Cardinals up by 5.
Take the lead by 5 here. We got 3:56 left in this quarter. Should be an interesting one. Pass it in to Cruz. Passes it to Van Lays. Van Lays out to Katz. Katz. Over to Hogan. Hogan's back in. Swings it to Cruz. Cruz down low to Sparks off the fingertips. Stolen by Pelton. Pelton's going to bring the ball down the court. Over to Casey. Casey's looking to shoot it. Passes it to Dewey. Dewey's going to drive in. We're going to get a jump ball here. Jump ball. Van Lay's getting his hands on that right there. Dewey's going to pass it in to Pelton out at the three-point line. He's going to drive in. He's going to lay it up.
And he gets the roll.
He gets the roll
Gets
there.
a lucky bounce right there.
Putting the Cardinals up by 7.
Pelton has 11 points on the night so far. 3:15 remaining. Cardinals up by 7.
Ty Katz with the ball up on the over to Hogan.
Trojans have no answer so far.
Passes it to Cruz. Cruz over to Sparks. Sparks is going to look to drive in. He's going to shoot it. And that was a
Sparks.
Good drive by Sparks.
Right there.
Gets the bank. Dewey's going to drive in. Pass out to
Ian Sparks with 8 points
over
on
to
the
Casey.
night.
Back to Dobson. Dobson's going to look to swing it over to Pelton. Pelton's going to shoot the
goes for
three.
another three, but
And
it's
he misses.
off the mark.
Rebound Sparks. 2:38 left in this quarter. Cardinals lead by 5. Cruz is going to bring the ball. Look to drive in. He's going to draw the foul. It's going to be on Dewey right there.
First personal foul for Anders Dewey.
First personal.
We got Cruz at the line here. His first free throw. 3 right-hand dribbles.
Shoots the ball up. Oh, and he's going to get an unlucky bounce. It's going to get rebounded by Sparks. Cruz lays it up. He gets the 2 off of that miss. Way to make up for that miss right there.
Cruz with 18
Dewey's
points
going
on
to
the
drive
night.
in. He's going to shoot it.
Oh.
Gets rejected by Sparks. He's going to have to laugh that one
almost
off.
Went to the 9th row right there.
He's going to have to laugh that one off. Dewey gets the call, though. He's going to get 2 free throws here.
Dewey sinks his first one right there.
Putting the Cardinals up by 4
Dewey
here.
with 12 points on the night.
Jared Casey's going to come out. He's got 4 fouls. Got 2:18 to play.
Jared
Cardinals
Casey's
lead
had an amazing
54-50.
game. 23 points so far for Jared Casey.
6 threes, am I correct, Colton?
6 threes, you
6
are exactly
threes.
correct.
Dewey's going to miss. Rebound by Sparks. Sparks over to Hogan. Hogan's going to bring the ball on
Only
the court.
up by 4. Cardinals could be in trouble here.
Cardinals pressuring the Trojans here. And Hogan's going to get the ball back after that. Pass over to Van Lays. Van Lays swings it to Katz. Katz going to drive in.
Looks like he might.
And he's going to get the travel call.
Yeah.
Looked
Thought I
like a
saw
little bit
that.
too much right there. Other
Casey
than that,
checking back in.
it's a good
Helton also
drive.
checking back in. Krob and Dobson coming out.
Casey's looking to make something happen in this last 2 minutes with the Cardinals leading by 4. Dewey's going to bring the ball down the court. Dewey's going to bring it out. Hogan's going to go out and guard him. He's going to drive in.
Dewey with the nice crossover looks to put it in right
And
there.
he's going to miss. Sparks on the fast break here. They're going to give their team time to come down and set up. Over to Cruz. Cruz down to Sparks. And we're going to get the foul called on Pelton. That'll be the Cardinals' 8th team foul.
That'll be Pelton's 3rd personal foul.
It's going to put Sparks at the line here
4th
for
personal foul. Pelton is now in foul trouble.
we got 2 in foul trouble for the Cardinals.
Casey and Pelton. As Sparks sinks
Sparks
his
sinks the
one.
first of the 1-and-1. He's going to get awarded with one more shot here. Cardinals lead by 3. Sparks drains it.
Sparks with 10 points on the night so far.
Cutting the lead to 2 here. Andrews Dewey's going to bring the ball down the court.
This is going to be a barn burner right here, Jordan.
We got a minute 30 right here. It's going to be a good one, Colton. Dewey's looking to take some time off the clock here. He's going to get a screen from Pelton. Pelton's going to roll. Dewey's going to look to... And he's...
And it
Oh!
looks like it's going to be Trojans
Off of
ball right
Dewey's
here.
fingertips right there.
Minute 19. Trojans looking to make something happen. Looks like we got substitutions in. Krob and Dobson coming in.
Krob and Dobson coming in for Pelton and Casey, who both have 4 fouls here. Got to make sure that they don't get fouled out. Because he's going to be over to Hogan. We've got a defense chant from the Cardinal fans here. We're going to get a travel by Hogan. And that's a big call here in crunch time. Got a minute 7 left.
We got Dobson and Krob coming out.
Casey and Pelton coming back in. We're going to get a timeout Trojans here. Cardinals lead 54-52.
It looks like we are going to get a full timeout.
30-second timeout here.
Timeout.
Got a minute 7 left. The keys for the Cardinals here are going to be keeping Casey and Pelton in the game, staying out of the fouls. Trojans are going to need to get the ball back here and drive down and try and get the 2.
All right, we're going to kick back this remaining of this 4th period. Cardinals only up by 2 over the Trojans, 54-52. Anything could happen here, as this has been a barn burner of a game. Looks like we got Pelton inbounding it here. Casey gets the ball. Casey looking to break Katz right here. Casey bringing the ball down, giving it to Osmeyer. Osmeyer passed it to Vanskiver. Jordan, you can take over.
Vanskiver to Pelton. Pelton's going to look to pass it to Dewey here. He's going to be stolen by Cruz.
Stolen.
Cruz.
And it's stolen by Dewey.
Dewey and Katz fouls Dewey there.
What a play by Anders Dewey.
The Cardinals get a break there. Looked like Cruz just lost the handle there for a second, and Dewey just capitalizing on that. About 47.4 seconds to play here. It's going to be an entertaining one, Colton.
Sure is. Let's see if Casey can get.
Ball's going to be inbounded to Casey. Time is ticking, 45-44.
Casey's going to look to run
Casey's
this
going to
out.
get the foul.
Looks like Katz is going to foul there.
That's going to be the 6th team foul. one more, Cardinals will be shooting free throws. Trojans need to get a big stop here.
Looks like Ty Katz has fouled out.
How many points did he end with?
Ty Katz ended with 8 points. And oh my gosh, Cruz gets the ball.
Oh, and he's going to get the timeout.
Wow, what a play!
Does not get the.
What a play by Cruz.
The Cardinals do not get the travel call there. It looked like he slid 10 feet, Colton. I don't know. He's trying to get that timeout, but good effort by Cruz there.
Very good effort. Wow. We got a full timeout here, folks. Still 54 Cardinals, 52 Trojans. Do not go anywhere. This is a good one.
This is. We're getting down to the end of it, Colton. Cardinals are going to have to play some sound defense here, knowing that any foul will put the Trojans on the line here.
Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more Cardinal action as we do games and duels every week. And comment if you want Jordan Finney back.
Might have to make a couple more appearances, Colton. But I'm pretty sure Colton will be back up Thursday for the Cardinals taking on Ellis over in Ellis. Should be a good one with two, I think, ranked teams. Cardinals ranked 4 right now. Ellis, I think, maybe 8 or 9. Should be an entertaining one.
It's going to be a good one as we get back into this one. 38.7 seconds remaining in the fourth period.
54-52, Cardinals lead. Trojans going to inbound the ball. It's going to be Van Lays inbounding it. He's going to inbound it over to Cruz. Cruz is gonna go off of Cruz.
Gonna get stolen by Dewey, and Dewey puts him up by 4. Anders Dewey.
The Trojans are shooting themselves in the foot tonight.
What a play by Anders Dewey.
With back-to-back steals by Anders Dewey on 2 possessions, the Trojans come up scoreless, and the Cardinals get 2 points out of it.
Still anyone's game as they have very good prolific shooters on Trojan's side.
True, that is true, Colton. And they last couple times they've been able to come up with steals.
Yeah.
Just haven't been able to capitalize on them. We got the Cardinal band playing here tonight. Student section showing out on Chiefs night. We got Corbin Marquez on the drums over there. Also Michael Garver, and we got Braden Goslin on the cymbals. Go Niners, Colton says. I don't know. Should be a good one. 33 seconds left in this fourth period. Cardinals lead by 4, 56-52. We're going to get Van Lays to inbound the ball here. Osmeyer's going to defend. We're going to get a press by the Cardinals. Casey and Pelton are out as they are in foul trouble. We're going to get some defense played here by Dobson. Dobson's going to look to cut him off right there. Pass out to Katz. Katz is going to look to get the ball to Cruz. Cruz is going to dribble. Out to Katz. Time is ticking off the clock. We got 20 seconds left in this quarter. Sparks is going to shoot the 3, and it's going to go off of the front iron.
Just off the rim.
We're going to get a foul on the Trojans. Van Lays, I believe.
Cardinals going to look to put this away right here.
Van Lays there. Going to get the. It's going to put Osmeyer on the line here.
Looks like Osmeyer goes the line
for a
too.
1-and-1. Cardinals lead by 4, 14.8 seconds right there. Precious time ticked off the clock for the Trojans on that possession.
If Osmeyer makes both of these, he can basically
ice this game right here. He's going to shoot. He's going to miss. Sparks is going to rebound it. Pass out to Katz. Katz has got time ticking off the clock. 10 seconds. Katz is going to drive down. He's going to shoot the 3 off of the front. Rebound by Van Lays. He's going to put it up. He's going to miss.
And Van
Skyver's
Skyver
gonna
gives it to Casey.
Give it to Casey for the win right
Cardinals win 56-52. I'm Colton Wiesner, brought to you by Bird's Eye View. And thank you, Jordan Finnessy, our guest announcer, for coming up and announcing with me.
Great game tonight. Two great teams.
We will see you Thursday and Friday.